everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me. Today is October 29th, 2022, and how are you? If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe. Head on over to anchor.fm/hellocupcakeitsme to follow along with the podcast where new and original content is posted, and also go give the blog some love over at www.hellocupcakeitsme.com. So, oh man, the last couple of days have been pretty decent. Long, but decent. Just yesterday was super freaking long. I had to go run some errands that were like kind of last minute, honey will you type errands. Except for it wasn't for my honey, it was for my sister. She's like, hey, I need you to go do XYZ because I can't get off to go do it. I'm like, but I don't want to. But, you know, being the good brother that I am, I went ahead and did so. And while I was in the city, I went and did a little bit of grocery shopping and fun stuff like that. And, yeah, just been plugging away at life. Monday I have another mental health check-in. Really not looking forward to that. I don't believe that I need any kind of help right now, but I'm just gonna go through it for the hell of going through it. And now starts the crunch for the holiday season. So Thanksgiving's pretty big in my family, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm more focused on Christmas. And like I said in a couple of videos and even in the podcast, I already have a few Christmas presents for people already taken care of, so I don't have to worry about that. And so yeah, I'm not gonna be putting on a big production like I did last year and worrying about it as much as I did. I'm at that point, right, at least right now, I'm at that point where I will do what I can and not stress about what I can't. And that's how the holidays should be, I know. And especially for somebody who lives on an extremely fixed income, that's how things should be. But it's not always that way with me. But I'm going to do my best to maintain that level of zero fucks given. So, and also talking about zero fucks given, yesterday I had to go to the gas station while I was in the city, and there, when I pulled in, everyone was there, like every freaking person, and I don't know why it was so damn busy at like 2, what was it? I don't even think it was 2:30 in the afternoon yet, but it was packed. And like I had to wait almost 15 minutes to get into a gas, or to get gas. And I was like, well, everyone's gonna love the hell out of me because I have to go in and pay for gas. Like I had no money on my debit card or whatever. And there was this really sweet old lady at the gas pump next to me, and she's all, honey, can you help me? I can't seem to find yes on this contraption. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, not a problem. And I come over and she's like, where's the yes button? And I read it real fast and I pointed it out to her and tried to get her all set up. And she's like, okay, thank you. And I go into the store, I pay for my gas, and I come out and I get my car, I start pumping gas into my car, and I hear her over there just having a hard time. And she's got to be like mid 70s, early 80s. just as sweet as she needed to be. And I was like, "Hun, can I help you?" She's like, "Would you please?" And I said, "Okay." So I go over there and I looked, and she had taken so much time that the gas pump had timed out. So I walked her through all the steps and putting it all back in and stuff like that. And once I got the gas started pumping for her, she said, "Oh, thank you so much." She said, "I have a computer at home, but I only use it for the Googles and my emails." And she said, I'm not computer literate at all. And up until just a couple of weeks ago, I had just a regular old telephone with straight talk, but my kids made me get one of those smartphones, and I have no clue as to what I'm doing with it. And I said, "Honey, it's okay, things change at such a rapid pace that even people my age don't know what's going on most of the time. We just fake it until we make it." And I said, "And believe it or not, I'm 41. She's like, "Oh, honey, no, you're not." I said, "Yeah, I was born in 81. She said, "You got them good genes, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah, Grandma was sweet and Norwegian." And she's like, "I'm sweet and Norwegian. We never show our age, do we?" And gave me like that cute little grandma flirtation wink or whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, it's true." I was like, "Well, it looks like you're all set up here, hon. So do you need any more help?" She's all, "No, you've helped me more than you can imagine, honey. Thank you." And I said, "You're welcome and have a blessed day." And I turned and I looked at the crowd of people in their cars, and they all had that pissed off, "What the fuck are you doing? I have places to be" look. I did not give a damn. Okay? There's times where I get really impatient with people, but when it comes to elderly people, a lot of times um I have the patience of a saint, because I remember my grandmother's struggles with things. I had to teach my grandma how to use her debit card. Before then, it was all cash or checks. And we would be at the grocery store, and she'd be filling out a check and whatever, and there'd be 100,000 million people behind us. And I am unequivocally a grandma's boy. I don't give a fuck. I will fight somebody on some shit when it came to my grandma. When it came and does come to my grandmother. And so, elderly people of a certain generational age is is just where my heart lies. And what I say of a certain generational age, not newer elderly folks that were 50 in the 1990s, not that generation, baby, I guess it would be the baby boomers or beforehand. My grandmother was born in the 1920s, and my grandfather, I think, my grandfather was born in 1920. My grandmother was born in 1923. So I'm talking that generational age. And they were 60 and 70 in the early 2000s type age. So I don't know if it's hard to explain, but I just know how difficult my grandmother had switching over from analog to digital. And it was a really big struggle for her, and and all these places are "Well, if you need further customer service, go to our website, blah blah blah." And it's what about that small margin of people that don't know how to go to the website, and once they're on a website, let alone how to navigate said website or whatever. So that's where my absolute compassion comes out, is for that generation. So yeah, um, but it just like put me in a better mood knowing that I was able to make a small difference in someone's life that day, even though all day long I was really kind of grumpy and tired and just running on no energy whatsoever. Um, and the gas station that I went to was actually out of my way. Um, I could have went to the same gas station where I was at, but it just meant that I had to backtrack like 3 or 4 blocks, and then I could have gone right on the freeway and gone home. But for whatever reason, my spirit was telling me, go to this Safeway gas station. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm being drawn. Let me go there. And there was a lot of things that happened also. Like right as I was turning into the gas station, the gas went from 419 down to 409. And there was, and you know, I had that interaction with that elderly lady and all that other stuff. So it was one of those, listen to your intuitions, Michael, follow your intuitions. And instead of taking a somewhat shortcut home, I took the long way home. And in doing so, I was able to have a really nice conversation with my mom from like basically the gas station all the way home. And that was just kind of nice. So it just kind of all free flowed into one nice cohesive afternoon. And I got home, put my groceries away, and crawled into bed and died. And got kind of a late start this morning. I didn't even get up until like 10:15, 10:30. I was just like, you know what, there is nothing that I need to do today. I am living in this bed until I feel ready to get up. Well, Mother Nature called and said I had to get up sooner, but that's a whole... So yeah, just really interesting ups and downs this week. And doing my little writing project where I'm working on my book. In the midst of working on the book, I typed up an entire children's book. And the wording style would probably be like one of those 10 or 12 page books with illustration for kids. So I got that all taken care of, and it's a premise that I've wanted to do for quite some time. Now I'm in the illustration aspect for that book while I'm still writing on this other book. So I just got to get the computer, the scanner, and Photoshop to work with me so that I can actually put it all together. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now to like keep me busy. And this weekend I have a couple of daunting tasks. One of them is like right there I have an exercise bike, but there's a bunch of stuff piled on top of it and around it. So I really want to try to excavate that and get it set up so that I could start using it. And I think that's going to be a lot harder than I expected it to be, but I'm going to attempt to make it happen. And at some point this weekend, I need to do my dishes and straighten up my kitchen. And I might even get out my steamer and steam the oven and scrub down the walls behind the oven and all that other fun stuff. So yeah, that's the plan. Now let's see how much of that actually gets done. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. and make sure you follow me on all the social medias. Give a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.